This is the most unique and interesting music I have ever heard in my life. And with that, welcome to my first soundtrack review on this channel. Today I'm going to review the soundtrack of Coraline. Yes, the Coraline soundtrack. Well, I have to say, I really love this music. It is very unique and special. It has something mysterious. The music is composed by Bruno Coulais, or how you spell him. Well, this is the only soundtrack I know from this composer. And I just have to say, he really made so interesting and unique music. I have also to say, I've also made a movie review to Coraline, and you can watch it if you want to. And there also already said, this film is very unique in every way, and the animation is something special. The music is something special, and of course, mostly the fantasy, the whole fantasy thing in this film is very something different from the typical fantasy. And yes, it is this because it is also this kind of dark fantasy, but also something a bit odd. It has odd and special characters and everything. All this stuff is just this is just the thing that is a special thing, and I think that is also because why this music fits perfectly to the film, because like the fantasy, like the whole story, like everything in this film is a bit special and odd and yeah, something like interesting. This music is just the same and just underlines it, I think. And I love that. I just love this music. It is something special. Some people maybe would say, I would not even call this music. Sometimes it really not necessarily sounds like music itself, but and that is also something like this is special, but still there are some themes in the soundtracks, and now I'm going to talk about them. So first we have in the opening credits we have the song Dreaming. Also on the soundtrack it is called Dreaming, the second track from the soundtrack, if you know the soundtrack. Yes, and this music is a bit mysterious. You already get a feeling for what this film will be like. That this film will be something a bit maybe dark, a bit mysterious, and I love that. You see also the scene that is something quite, it just gives you a clue what the mood of this film is. This mysterious, this kind of creepy mood. And yeah, I love that. I love also the singing voice. It is, I think Bruno Coulais even sang it himself, and I love that. And yeah, it is just a melody that goes into your head, and I love that. And then we have the third track on the soundtrack, Installation, where we see the home and everything, and then we have this special song where we see Coraline the first time, and I love this special language. It is so. It is sung by children. I think it is a special children choir, and I never heard in a soundtrack a children choir. I think that is very special and very cool, because they are sounding just so sweet and everything, but still a bit, there's something mysterious, maybe something frightening sometimes. I love that. It is a great idea to use this children choir, I think. I love this idea. And yes, and so this is the main theme for Coraline, I think. It is, you hear it often then in the track Exploration, when she explores the house and is just like bored and counts the windows and everything. This music is just it is just this special music. It is just, it is just also satisfying in my opinion. It is very great, I think. I love this music. It is so satisfying and it just also underlines what the film wants to say. Just that she realizes, Coraline, that the real life, also with all its bad sides and that is sometimes boring, that this is just still good. It is good. Because we see also in the music, this song is kind of, it is a bit slow, it is nothing spectacular, like in real life, but still, it is just satisfying, it is just good. It is good, and it is just like, it wants to say that, yes, this life is not so perfect, but still it is just still calm and better than this gruesome life that she realizes is the other world. And so yes, that is just the thing. That is I think really also good with this theme. You also hear it when she's alone, when her parents are now gone and she lays herself in the bed, and on her left and right side she made something like her parents with the you know what I mean. I hope I now don't find the right English word, but I hope you know the scene. Alone is the track on the soundtrack. And there you also just like it is very sad. It has a very sad version there, and that is just very great. It is just so perfect. It fits so good. It is very gorgeous. You know, it is like it realizes, oh, now it is sad you don't have your parents now, and now you just realize, hey, my real life, it was still very good. This is, I cannot explain it so good, but maybe you get a clue what I mean. This is just what I also said was the message of the film in my movie review, and yeah, I just think that underlines a bit this music, just a bit calm, not so amazing, but still better than a really awful life, or that just, this is life. Life is like this song is, I think, just it is a bit calm, it is sometimes boring and so, but it is still satisfying. It is still good. Okay, of course, for people who have more problems in life also, but I just talk now, I think, for like normal people with normal lives, with lives that are not really amazing, not really great, but still with lives that you can accept, that you can live with, where you have many bad sides but still the good sides. And I just think this song really shows that very good. So I love this main theme from Coraline. It just underlines this message of the film, I think. Yeah, okay, now I talked enough about this Coraline theme. I think also to mention is the theme of Wybie. You hear it is very special. You hear this. It is mainly also, the soundtrack is mainly made with the computer. I guess, I don't think it is. There are many real instruments, I would say. I think the score is mostly made with computer, and in general I like more something like classic soundtracks where you really use instruments. But this is an exception, because this sounds so mysterious, so cool. You just hear this Wybie theme is just something like, it wants to show that he's a bit maybe crazy or a bit annoying. Again, really, it shows with the annoying side, just something like, it is kind of funny music, I think. Just this, like how Coraline sees it, that he's a bit annoying, and so I like that very much. And I love also the variation of his theme in the track Wybie That Talks, when Coraline returns to the other world, thinks their parents are there, and then it is just Wybie, and she says, "Oh, great, Wybie That Talks." I love this quote just, but yeah, it is very. I also love this version. It has this. It gives you this atmosphere. This music, I just love this atmosphere of the music. I really love this atmosphere. it just has this mysterious thing, this kind of mysterious thing. I love this. I love this completely. That it has this mysterious thing, something. There's something secret, also something sinister and dark, and I love that. Just this music just shows it so well. It really shows it very, very well. And yes, then we of course have still this dark music, like this one. There we have the children choir again, I would say. And this is kind of the theme for the other mother, I think. That is from the scene The Supper, when they are eating for evening, I say. When she first comes to this other world. And here you hear this whispering children that sing there. I love it. It is just this. It makes it a bit frightening. You already know in this scene, when you hear this music, okay, this is maybe a bit too perfect, maybe too good, and they have buttons in their eyes. Remember that. That is just something I think like the music says, and I love this. I love this. Just it is very clever made, this music, and so I love this. Also, this mysterious, this gruesome. It very fits also to this other world that in the end turns out to be very terrible. And yes, I just love that. And yes, and we have also a track with Bobinski, but I think he has not really a theme. He has okay, I would say he has kind of a theme, but you only hear it in this one scene when he appears, and otherwise he also just appears at the end. So we don't really often see this real Bobinski. Of course, the other Bobinski we also see in the other world, but you know, the real Bobinski. And yeah, so this theme fits a bit because it also just underlines he's a bit odd, crazy. I would not say, just like odd, and so it is so funny. It also has this unique style. And yes, I just love it. That is also how Coraline sees Bobinski when she first meets him. That he's a bit crazy, annoying, or just like this. He's a bit odd, and this is just, the music just underlines what Coraline thinks in this situation. I think I love that. I love how this music can also be so analyzed. I mean, this can every soundtrack, but I just feel like it is really fun to just analyze such soundtracks, and yeah, I just love that. And yeah, then we of course also have a great theme for the Fantastic Garden, and this is also just it is so unique. It is so magical, but magical in a way you never heard it in any soundtrack. This is so great. This is just amazing. These ideas the composer brings to the soundtrack. I love this so much, really. And yes, it is just amazing. And what I also like is this theme. This is just the music when Coraline and her real mother are driving in the car back to the home after she didn't get the gloves and had just this grey clothes. And I love that. It's just this. She also says the track is called "Dreams Are Dangerous," and it is just, yes, it just shows that this kind of tragic, that Coraline wants this other world more than the real world, and it bit shows this tragic of it. This sad music in a bit. You also hear this music. Sadly, it is not included on the soundtrack because, you know, no soundtrack is complete. I hate that so much. But well, in the scene when she first discovers the door and then just says, "Mom, please open the door, I want to see what's behind it." There you also have a variation of this music, and it also just shows this tragic. She just wants to this other world instead of just realizing that her real life is also good. And I love that this music also explains it a bit, the sadness in this music. You see, you can analyze such a soundtrack so good. I love that. That is really great, and I just hope you have also a bit joy with this video. I bring also a bit cues from the soundtrack in it, just that you maybe also hear a bit of it and it is not too boring for you. So please, I would love to hear feedback on this kind of review. I think I will also make this for the other soundtrack reviews, kind of like this. And yeah, say what you think about this idea to make it that way. And yeah, I go on because I'm not finished yet. And there's also this really great theme that is called "In the Bed" on the soundtrack. At the beginning, when she sleeps for the first time in the film, and just there's also this Coraline theme. This Coraline theme I spoke at the beginning of this review. This song. I love this music. It is so great. Just shows a bit that she is so a bit that she has just this. That she's a bit sad about that she now moved, that she has not their friends, "Don't forget me," she says to them, to the picture, and so that she's also a bit sad, and that's just, this music just tells it again, it just tells it, but still, that this life is still also good. It is not perfect, it has its bad sides, but still it is good. It is satisfying, and in the end she realizes that. Yes, and yeah, what can I say? Let's go to this. There's I think you can call it a second half of the soundtrack. In the first part, also like the movie, there's just something, everything's great and so on. She has this other world that is so great, but then when there is this point where things go bad in the other world, where things change, and this is just also with the music. Then when the parents say, "You can stay here forever if you want to, you just need to let those eyes, that we make you those black buttons instead of your eyes," and then of course she says, "No, I don't want," and the music again just explains that. It's just this creepy music then when it comes that you just see how suddenly everything gets dark and all she thought would be so great isn't so great anymore. I hope you heard a bit of it. And yeah, maybe you all already heard. It is very kind of frightening, and this is just something very special, how it sounds. It just shows, now wait a minute. This other world isn't good anymore. It is so creepy. I can't just make this buttons. When she just realizes and is a little bit shocked how now the things changed, and that she now realizes this other world is not good. I just love it, and just this music shows it again. And of course we have this great Ghost Children theme. Wow, it is so, oh my god, it is so gruesome and a bit frightening, and this is very, very great. Yeah, it is really creepy. Do you hear it? It is just, wow. It is so amazing, this Ghost Children theme. It is so amazing. Just how good it fits to what the children tell, that they just wanted more, and then that she she ate their lives. Oh my god, this is so great. I mean, it's not great, but it is so perfectly made with this this creepy music, it just shows how creepy everything there in this world is, and how gruesome everything is, and how frightening and how bad this other mother is. And it just shows so perfectly everything these sad children had to go through. I love this music, it is so great. Yes, and it is just amazing. And of course, then we have also a scene where she speaks with the cat when they go through the world, and she says, "Oh my God, this world is really small," and just then when she realizes that, and when she then talks with the cat, and she asks him, why me? Why does she want me? And he says, I think she wants something to love that is not herself. And at this scene, there's music that you will hear now, that is really so special. It is not really, maybe not really music, but it is so cool. It is so special, and I love it. Oh my God, it just shows how crazy it is with this other world, that she just made where she knew Coraline likes it. That this world is so small that everything created is just for Coraline, and how crazy this everything is. This music just shows. Listen. I just love this. It is very, very cool music, really. Because it is so special. I love this oddness of this music. Everything here is odd. Everything is just extraordinary, original, and really wow. It is just everything, just wow about this film and this soundtrack and everything. And of course, you have also this music where she nearly lost the game, when she has now fallen to the ground and thinks now everything is lost. And this music again shows it so well. And it is so beautiful, but still then she of course sees the cat and she gets the help, but still this theme is something like, it is a bit sad, but I just love it. And then of course we have the amazing music when the whole world gets just grey and everything gets destroyed off the world. I think the scene is very marvelous, how you just see everything around them is white, and then just everything is creepy, everything gets away with this other world. And this music just shows that it is so creepy and great made. Just how Coraline has to feel in this moment. It is so creepy, because otherwise when she would stay there, she would fall into the nothing. Into the white. Oh my God, this is so cool and frightening. Oh my God, this is so great just. And of course then we have with the final scene with the other mother, where she is just something like spider. This music is also so creepy, and I love this. And then sometimes we have just parts where there's no real music, but just some sounds. It is so marvelous and great. And yes, this music just shows the real great climax at the end. Really, it is just great and so creepy, and I just love that. And then of course we have this great music when her real parents return, and I just love that. It is so calm and so satisfying, and just after all this creepy music also then we have this again, this calm, everything turns out to be good, and this is so beautiful. Okay, but I just love this music. It is so great because I also love this scene when then the parents are just, and now we have something to celebrate and are happy, and Coraline also is happy and says, oh, I missed you so much, I love this scene. This is so great when she realizes how good her real life is. Even though it has these bad sides when the parents also not so much care. I love this scene, it is so great. And when also then the mother gives the gloves, oh my god, I love this so much. Then of course we have this thing with the hand. And then at the end we finally have everything turns out to be great. And we have again this children voice. And I think it is so satisfying and great. So, to sum up, I really love the soundtrack. I love the Coraline theme. I love everything about it. And now I just wanted with the music with this video to underline a bit how important the soundtrack also was for this movie. And I think that will every of my soundtrack reviews want to show. And yes, I just love Coraline. It is such a great movie. Yeah, if you want to hear or get to know more about it, you can, as I said in the beginning, you can see my movie review to Coraline. And yeah, I can say I hope you liked this video, that you enjoyed it. I put music to it so that it's just not so boring and I could really show you something about what I am talking here. Yeah, and then let me know in the comments what you think about this video or the soundtrack review, or tell me what do you think about the Coraline soundtrack itself. Tell me everything about it. I would love to hear your feedback in the comments. And yeah, give thumbs up if you liked it, or the dislike if you don't like it, but then please explain why you didn't like this video. And if you like it, also explain why you like the video. I love your critic to hear it. And yeah, I just can say, yeah, I'm through with this video. And yes, I say till the next video and goodbye. And yes, the rest of the video you will hear the ending music of Coraline. And yes, that was it with my soundtrack review to the great and interesting and unique soundtrack Coraline.